Hello there and welcome to another episode of X4 on our Rebel Trader playthrough. We are in our Stinger and we're just sat around waiting at the minute for the station in Manan to basically start upgrading these fleets. As I touched on last episode, our stations are kind of coming to a little bit of a grinding halt at the minute because they're kind of a bit low on certain components, and obviously for this to work it needs components as well. So we're going to kind of carry on with the idea of fleshing out these areas. So we've got the was it the graphene refinery? I can't remember what we gave you. The silicon wafer for factory is being made up there. We do need some graphene facilities and things like that. And what I'm going to do is we're going to start basically, because we've got quite a bit of money in the bank, we're going to start populating Kashyyyk a little bit with some of our factories, because if we can get as traders up to their maximum ranking, we can go within kind of like 5 jumps. So that kind of gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Manan can start getting supplied. The other bonus with Kashyyyk as well, as it stands at the moment, it has a trade station. Trade stations are fantastic because we can buy and sell things from them as well. So it feels like a win-win. We've got ore and silicon in Oita. We've got helium and methane in Kashyyyk, both of which have got 100% sunlight, so we're not going to be struggling that much. I've done a quick check. The main thing our stations at the minute are short on, also like our defense stations are short on, is shield components and field coils. Now both shield components and field coils, and we can put his teeth in, use the same materials, which is plasma conductors and capacitors. So that's going to be one factory, a shield component and field coil factory. For some reason I'm struggling to get those words out. Then we're going to have a second factory, which is capacitors and plasma conduits, because they also require the same types of material, which is graphene and super fluid coolant or something like that. And then we're going to have another factory which is making graphene and supercoolant, because they have energy and methane and energy and helium. So it makes sense to have them in here. So we'll start in reverse order because we need the basic resources. So we're going to make a graphene factory and a supercoolant factory first, and they're going to be one factory. Now I'm kind of going for multiple factories over one big one, like the Warcog station we've got on the Imperial playthrough, because I'm wanting to try and keep these overheads down as much as I can. Because as soon as you start building like the big stations, the all self-sufficient ones, they start eating into your money. They need money constantly. I don't know why you have got 208 million. You shouldn't need 280 million. And a logical overview. Right, so silicon wafer. Silicon. Nope, we will not be buying any silicon. And you should just produce that. This should basically be a station that is pretty much self-sufficient. Where's she gone? Where's she gone? No, you don't need any money, because you're going to be completely self-sufficient. I need to buy you some mining ships. Right, automatics by up to, what if we turn that to 0? So his station should start basically bringing that in. Energy cells, that'll be fine as well. Right, has that changed anything? Yeah, no, it's not. Why? Do we need to assign some subordinates and stuff? We'll sort that out in a minute. Right, so let's make a start on building these factories. Now, I quite like this simple layout, so we're going to kind of replicate that, I think. We need, I'm going to go 4 by 4. In fact, no, we're going to go 5 by 5 by 5. I'm going to make a new station. 5 by 5 by 5. Because what I want to do for at least the first part of this episode is kind of like fix our economy side of things. Where would be a nice place? Have they got any defence stations nearby? Because if we build it nearer their defence stations, it's more likely to get a little bit of protection. So there we go, we'll buy that license, that's fine. So continue. Right, so we're going to go with the basic medium docks for this one. So we can get some nice GR75s or something like that on there. And I'm feeling like an E-pier might be also the way to go. Let's just move that way. So we're kind of making use of the space a little bit better. Excellent. Right, so we've got us E-pier, we've got us dock. And then I'm going to go in with storage first of all. And we don't want to go too much on the storage because we don't want it to end up being you know, we don't want too many goods being stored in this station because I honestly don't think it's going to need it, because it's mainly make the goods, ship the goods out. So we'll put a little cross section in, and we'll go with a horizontal. We'll go 2 and 2, 1 for methane, 1 for helium, and because we're making 2 different products, we'll go 2 containers. So we've got 1 for graphene, 1 for superfluid. So that's that bit, that's nice and simple. Let's have a look at what else we need. So we're going to need some energy cells. Oh, we could probably actually do with a 3rd container then, because the energy cells will pretty much fill up straight away. There we go. We'll just bolt that down there. Then production modules. I think the sensible thing would be go energy cells early on. Is there anywhere we can sensibly put this? I mean, we could. So if this is generating at 100%, I mean, I usually make too many energy cells on stations, so we're just going to stick with 2 for this one. Copy module, There we go. And then we need superfluids. How do you actually fit on? So you're the top one. And there we go. Yeah, you can go there. You fit nicely. And then we needed graphene as well, I believe. Graphene. Oh, graphene's a slightly awkward shape, but we can work with it. I mean, we could stick it there. But that might will that interfere with some ships? Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, quite like that there. Okay, so that's a nice, simple, sweet little station. We're going to save this as a graph superstation. Save as no. And there we go. So we've got a nice graphene and supercoolant station. So we can confirm those modules. Change it to high preset. It's not got any defense platforms on, but these will most likely have some form of weapons on. So it's not completely defenseless, which I think is a sensible way to go. And then we're going to need one of our little builders. So I think we'll go with Dick for this one. There we go. Excellent. And what I want to do is I want to get this station established first of all. And once this station's established, then we'll move on to the next one. We do need to make some... we've got a few other little missions as well. So we've still got to get some cargo drones for these stations. I don't know what that factory is. I think didn't we scrap that one? Or we decide on building something later. So, and some of them need managers and things like that. This one's also going to need some mining ships. So I think what we'll do is, who sells good mining ships? Is the mining? Have we come across the mining guild yet? Let me just get a decent bearing. ICG equipment dock. Now I'm thinking, as we are building some mining stuff, the mining guild might be a good shout. Or we could go with the tried and tested CK miners. They are a pretty good shout. Yeah, we'll go with the CK miners because I need to get some what you call this as well. We're going to actually fly there in our brand new Stinger. Whee! Look at her go. Yeah, she's a cool looking ship. She's unique. She's different. So yeah, we'll go there and we'll buy some mining ships. And we'll also see if we can find some staff to work for our Oita branch. I think to start off with, we're probably going to get one mining ship. And it needs to be a solid miner. Have we got... we haven't looked at these setups in a while. Yeah, we kind of went cheap and cheerful, didn't we? You're going to need a resource probe so we can start scouting out that area. You've got service crew and stuff like that, that's fine. So that's going to be $1 million, that's fine, we can afford that. And then when we get to Alderaan and that Rebel Wharf, we can start hiring some people, hopefully. They'll have some people hanging around that we can hire and put it into our Oita branch. And then we're going to go on a little bit of a supply mission, and we're going to get some materials all the stations need for drones and stuff like that. So we can clear these missions off. We can get the managers, and then we can get, you know, everything else sorted out. And what sort of station are you? Oh, you're nothing at the minute. You're just a dock. I mean, we could, in theory, make this a station, like a drone factory. So droid parts, smart chips, and that kind of thing. I'll have a look into that while we're flying to Alderaan. So we'll take a tiny little break. I'm just going to check on the encyclopedia what we actually need to build that station, and then we'll take it from there. So we are just coming into dock at Alderaan, the Rebel base. I believe that's our miner that is currently being built. We need to find some staff first of all. I've had a look into what it's going to take to be able to make our... Is that someone over there? Usually someone loitering. Ah, you'll do. Of what it'll take to actually make a station that'll...
Hello.
Hi. To be my manager. Hi.
You won't regret this. I'll work hard for you.
Thanks.
Can I help?
Wait. There you go.
Goodbye.
Now you may go. The droid parts one is quite a complex build. So it needs energy cells, engine parts, durasteel plates, microchips, sensor components. Energy parts need Tabana cells, energy cells, refined metals. Sensor components need energy cells, refined metals, silicon wafers. Microchips needs energy cells and silicon wafers. So some of those crossover. It's a little bit complex. I believe one thing we can actually do as well is we can transfer cargo drones. So that's an option. So that's that. But in our Alderaan mining place, I can't remember what you actually make. Do you make Tabana cells? So you got converted over to our missile base, so I don't really want to mess around with this one too much because you're kind of like making us missiles, which is sort of what we need. Although sensor components could be a good addition to that, so then it would be a missile and sensor plant. So refined metal, food ration station, droid parts, smart chips. You've got all the drones that you could ever need, because you also make durasteel plates. So if we had... How many silicon wafers? What happens to your silicon wafers? So these aren't currently doing anything. So we could actually add on.
Exercise caution when navigating in and
So
out of
this
the
bit.
section.
I don't understand. I need to go through some of the trade rules on this. So if we turn this into making engine parts as well, and so engine parts, microchips and sensor components. I don't think that'd be too many though. What about engine parts and sensor components? That kind of makes sense with it being a missile base, because missiles have sensors on them and also use modules without resources. Is it the durasteel plate that we're looking for? looks like we just sold all the Tabana. Why aren't we making Durasteel plates? Not enough. So we need to upgrade the storage on that one. This is kind of like the purpose of this episode, is just trying to basically sort everything out. Because the Empire has, or the little trade empire that we've got going on, has kind of fallen afoul a little bit. Plan build. So you need more container storage. I think we need to get some larger container storage in here. Storage modules. What have we got on the large front? Oh, I hate it when it slows down the goddamn thing. Right, so where's the large verticals? Horizontals, sorry. Large container. Where would you be able to live? You would actually. So if we flipped you around like this, so you can go there. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Copy module. It's not hard, is it? Just go there. Alright. We made a real mess of some of these stations. That is for sure. So now we've got the container storage. Confirm module changes. We need to find a builder. We should have one spare at the minute. Oh, we've actually got two spare. Harry, do your thing. Let's get the resources in. Oh, that's pretty damn cheap. I was expecting that to be a lot more. Cool. Right, so that's that one on its way.
Exercise caution when navigating in and out of the station.
So maybe we just leave that as the Tabana and everything as a feeder, and we focus on building this one up next. Where is our CK solid? So you are going to be Oita 01 CK solid, or actually Ultra solid, and you're going to go to this place. You're going to mine for the commander, the Alpha group. I suppose once this starts kicking off, we should probably get it a trader. Now, I think what I'm going to do, even though at the moment we have got the fleet sat there, which is good protection, I think we're going to go with a something a little bit more meaty and beefy as our trade ship.
All pilots, please be advised of potential space debris in the area.
And I
Exercise
think
caution when navigating in and out of the
we're going to
station.
go with a pelter. And we're going to go to QAT and we're going to buy the pelter licenses, because the pelter might actually get used as a warship as well, so we don't want that going back to the New Republic. So let us buy another ship. Let's get another CK. Add and confirm. How's this Kashyyyk station going? Is it at a point where it can have a manager yet? Sounds like someone's having a little bit of fun above us. So that's still waiting. How much better than that's our ship that's currently crashing into a wall somewhere? No, it's not. Wow, that is surprising. Oh no, it's a GR75. Oh no, it's not. It's a Corvette. You don't do particularly well in these types of stations. For some reason the AI just does not know how to figure it out. Yeah, I'm thinking we need a large large cargo ship, which is fairly well armed and armoured for the trading in Oita, because we're near hut space, we're near Valerian Syndicate at the minute. Because if I'm honest, I think it's going to be a while before we can do a significant attack on the Valerian Syndicate with what we've got. I mean, we might have to tweak some of the rules for the series in order to get it sorted. So the plan will be now, we're going to go to Hewitt Drive Yard. Oh, this poor guy. And we're going to buy some licenses that lets us basically buy a pelter from them. And then once we've done that, we're going to fill up on some supplies. Now luckily, Hewitt's got a pretty good trade station, which always seems to have quite a few supplies, which will be brilliant for us. So we'll go and do that. Let's have a quick look at the memorial station. Funny design, that one. Are they just vertical bridges? It's not well defended. So it's more of an artiste piece than anything. It's a pity you can't have some sort of like lit beacon up there. It's quite sad in the books, because the ruins of Alderaan's mentioned in the X-Wing series quite a bit, because Tycho, one of the X-Wing pilots, he was originally from Alderaan. So a couple of things about Tycho which are quite sad is, so Tycho was in Return of the Jedi. He was the A-Wing pilot that helped Lando and Num 9 divert a couple of TIE fighters away from when Lando in the Falcon and Wedge in an X-Wing took out the generators. He was the A-Wing that flew off in another direction to try and get a couple of the other fighters to follow. So after Endor, he was captured by Izzard, who put him in her mega prison, the Lysanka, which was renowned for basically making rebel or imperial sleeper agents. So you know, the prisoners would be brainwashed, think they're all right, think they've got out of Lysanka somehow, and then they'll be triggered by something and they'll, you know, kill an admiral or they'll blow something up and have no control over it. So he gets captured. Izzard tries to brainwash him, which fails. He manages to get accepted and cleared back thanks to Wedge and rejoin Rogue Squadron, which has been rebuilt. Nobody trusts him. He gets flack all the time. He's not allowed to fly in a ship with any form of weapons on it for the most part. Then he gets framed for murdering someone. Where... No, I think I'll take over for now. That's okay. So then he gets framed from killing someone, where he's going to be executed for basically political reasons, even though all the evidence is circumstantial. So he doesn't have the best time in like the new Rogue Squadron that's formed. And before that, the reason he joined the Rebel Alliance is because he was originally an Imperial fighter pilot who happened to be on a phone call with his family when the Death Star blew up Alderaan. So you know, Alderaan's
Starfighter facility.
kind of like just sat there having the phone calls and stuff like that, and he's talking to mum and dad and I think his fiance and everyone like that. And I shouldn't be laughing because it's not. It's just like one of those. God, that guy had a horrible life. And yeah, and while he's on the phone call, everything just gets cut off because the Death Star blew it up. And needless to say, he was a little bit annoyed when he found out. So yeah, he doesn't have much of a. He's quite a sad character, and despite all this, he's actually quite like chill about everything. He doesn't mope around. He doesn't get annoyed by everything. He's not like all gruff and sullen. He's just kind of like, yeah, things suck. But yeah, he returns to Alderaan in the wreck of Alderaan, basically. To let me just sort this ship out. To pay tribute, because what a lot of people do, so people from Alderaan that weren't on planet, they kind of like do pilgrimages to the military equipment. What about the turrets? What does that need? Military equipment. So we need a military equipment license. So they pay pilgrimage basically, and they'll do things like drop off like little keepsakes and little holovids and stuff like that, and then pirates basically come in and usually rob them. Why would I want those? So they got a better thingy. So yeah, Alderaan, quite a sad place even after it got destroyed. One might say despite it getting destroyed. Mark 2s, that'll be fine. Shield generators. We can have 2, 3, 7. We want it relatively armoured. We definitely want it to have missiles. They're exactly the same. Let's go for R for real fast. And we want QAT shields. One thing I can do while we're here as well is, because someone posted in the comments asking about QAT and if they sell the Venator blueprint. I will check. I might have to censor it though. Mind you, saying that, it shouldn't show as anything that I may or may not have in my blueprints for futures. 7-6 split on that. Give me flares. Let's save that as the Reb Trader Pelter. I do like the Pelter class. I think it's a good looking ship. Right, let's get that ordered. Confirm that order. Right, and do you sell the blueprint for a Venator? No, so you can buy MC75s, 80s and ISD ones from QAT. You can't buy the Venator, even though the Venator was originally made by QAT Drives yet, I believe. Cool, right, so what else have we got to do? Let's look at our mission manager. So cargo drones, Oita solid, you want are you mining? Where is the Oita solid? Oh, you're in Oita. Good lad. Civilian resource probe. I'll drop you, so that'll clear that mission off, and then it's just a case of restocking drones. We'll get those factories sorted out soon. You're on with that one. You need some resource drones. Logical overview. Have we already told you what we want? 5, 5, 5. That's fine. So we need droid parts and we need smart chips. So let's find some droid parts and let's find some smart chips. How's this station going? Answer is it's not. Let's just double check our monies. Accept all. Confirm. I don't know why that requires 3 million to run. So production budget, supply budget. If anyone knows of any videos of like how these basically work, please do let me know, so I can kind of like look into it and figure out how we can lower those costs. Because that station is tiny. There's nothing to it, and it seems to cost a hell of a lot to run. We don't want to be in here. Right, so let's get back in the Stinger. Where's she gone? And what did we need? We need some smart chips and we need some droid parts, I believe. So we'll go to, let's have a look what the Bilbringi station needs first. Logical overview. You need smart chips. How many smart chips do you need? Let's just close all these a minute. Smart chips. You need 108. So get a running total going. You know it's serious when you hear the clicking of the pen. So 100. That's what she said. Right. What other station wanted? So that's you. The solar, the UV Exion. You wanted 110. So that's another 100. Well, that's 10. So that gives us 18 of those in total. 200 of those in total. And the Oita station, which is down here. I mean, you need a lot of. You can tell me how much you want? 110. Oh, nice one. So that's 300. And then we need 28. Cool. Right. I mean, that could be. And what we're going to do, we're going to let our ship do this on its own volition. I think this station might have. Nope, you want smart chips. So, smart chips, droid parts. Who's selling them? You're selling them. So, trade offers. Droid parts. How many droid parts did we need? 28. We'll take our 28. Okay, so this has not got a. Because I'm using the goddamn scout. Oh, we've not checked on scouts today. I wonder what they're up to. Right. trade with? Droid parts. I want 28, please. Ship does not have the desired item. Shut up. Right, and then we want smart chips. Who's selling smart chips? Literally nobody selling smart chips?
We have new orders. Navigation.
Do have new orders. Okay, so it looks like there is quite a shortage of smart chips. That's interesting. How do we make smart chips? Smart chips are really easy to make as well. That's energy cells and silicon wafers. So am I not seeing this right? Am I missing something? I mean, these guys have got smart chips, but they'll not sell to me because they're mean. Does no one, seriously, no one got any smart chips? Okay, so it looks like we're going to be building a smart chip factory somewhere. In fact, this station in Alderaan, I think we've got a use for this. This can now be our smart. Ooh, you're looking a bit damaged. Upgrade and repair. You've been taking some dings, son. You need to be working for this guy. We could actually, we're not going to make energy cells on this because we're going to buy them from this station because this station makes a lot of energy cells. So we need, what did we need for smart chips? Silicon wafers and energy cells. So that's going to require some small solid, and we'll go with the horizontal again. No, that's a large one. That's a large one, you donut. That's container. We'll get there. Right, so solid and
Hello.
is this just going to be a smart ship place? I think we can get away with that. In which case we will remove that and we will go with medium solids, medium container. What else does it need? So energy cells, silicon wafers, and then medium vertical container underneath. So we've got silicon wafers, energy cells down on the bottom. What else did we need? It needs a silicon wafer, an actual silicon wafer plant. Will you fit that? Yes, you will. I love the little silicon wafer design. I think it looks fantastic. And a smart chip. Standard and Omen. Smart chip. And you look awkward. Will you fit? Yes, you will. Is it worth putting 2 smart chip? Yes. No. No, actually. Remove. We'll leave it as 1 for now. So that should give us enough to get that station started. It's got the bare bones essential. We're going to be buying energy cells from our other Alderaan station. We're getting his own ore in, and yeah, that should be it should be grand. So confirm those modular changes, accept that estimate. I'm liking these smaller stations because they don't cost all that much. And do you know what? No, we will use Tom. I was going to say we'll use a New Republic station builder, but no, we'll not do that. Right, so we might as well actually wait until this station's nearly built, maybe. You're building that station. How long have we been going for? We've nearly been going for an hour. That's fine. This is going to be a fairly short episode. The main reason I'm kind of like doing this episode like this is because I kind of want to show how we do the behind the scenes stuff and how we kind of fix bits and bats. Why are you not getting supplied? Is it because the is the Mandalorians coming? You should have already. Where are the CK miners? You're off to Zeltros. You are still mining your silicon, so you're going to take a while. Tell you what we'll do. We'll deploy that. Yeah, I wanted to kind of like show what, because this is a lot of the times on both playthroughs when I'm doing things behind the scenes. This is essentially what I'm doing. And I suppose in some ways it can be quite interesting. In a lot of ways it can be definitely quite boring. If I'm entirely honest. Would it be something I'd sit through all the time? Probably actually yes.
Hello.
Yes, because I do sit through crap like this. But, you know, a lot of the kind of videos I like to watch are sim games. Like City Skylines, Transport Simulator, and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So it'll be a nice short sweet episode, this one. We will get everything working. Right, so you need a nice name. You can be the Oiter Express. You go there. Trade for Commander. You go Beta Group. So that is now all set up to start supplying silicon wafers to our Kashyyyk operations when we can actually get them up and running.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Let's just have a look at the Alderaan. So you're getting on with your storage modules nice and quick, that's fine. So what we'll do is we'll tell our to just fly and wait here, because the next thing we'll be doing is we'll be waiting for this to actually start producing smart chips. So I'm going to fly over there and I'm going to wait. I'm going to put it in setter and wait for a little while and just get some things done. And then we'll see where we are in the grand scheme of things. It does look like, unfortunately, these are still taking a good long while. Where's the lumbering ox gone? Yeah. Again, because it's waiting on like field coils and shield components. Well, before we can just do... I mean, I suppose we could build the stations and buy it all in, but... Again, I don't like relying on the AI in this, because it doesn't always necessarily trade with you. Like, if you only need like 50 energy cells or something like that to complete, or 2 Durasteel plates to complete a station, the AI will often just ignore that forever until you do it. You sort it out, basically. So yeah, it's probably best if we work to be a bit self-sufficient. I think we've got a good solid plan. Get this built up, then get stuff out. We can already always start moving stuff anyway from Alderaan once we've got the storage situation sorted out. But yeah, so I will see you soon. Okay, so welcome back. Everything seems to be kind of grinding at the minute. So we'll take this episode, like I say, as another kind of day in the life, trying to fix the economy. I'll probably do more of this behind the scenes and get everything fixed up. Next episode, though, our explorers have found something down in the sump. They found this little unknown station. So next episode, we're going to go and check this out because it's a HQ. We're gonna go and pop his nose in and see what it's all about. The sump, there's not much in the sump, to be honest. But this sector is Dinaha, is a bit of a Goldilocks system. So we've got possibilities to kind of expand in this. It has got some pirate bases, which we're going to have to sort out. We're going to do a bit more exploring there as well. So yeah, so we've got that to look forward to. So we've actually got something to do next episode. We'll explore that because it would be good if we could get a research base for ourselves. Maybe it's another teleporting one. I would imagine it's got some form of mini mission to it. So yeah, so we're going to leave it there. As ever, thank you for watching. Drop your comments for any suggestions and things like that. I have been Captain Jack Gumption, and until next time.